I know it was hard for them coming to a new country and, with two young kids, with really no, um, they didn't know what to expect either. So, so I can see where their focus was so much on their career because they wanted to make it. They wanted to make it in the U.S. That was everyone's dream in the Philippines is to be in the U.S. and make it big. I, 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 I just I never blamed them.
Just take your time.
What I have now, I would have never had without them. So I'm grateful for them for that because there's no way I would have had this kind of life that I'm living now without them. My goal is like having the next generation be the better generation than the prior generation. So I'm hoping when my kids grow up that they're better than I am in terms of everything, and it just keeps growing and getting better as the generations follow.
We as parents always have that desire that our children will do better than we did. So in that space where you were talking about your parents coming here to the US and the dream of providing, we can get lost in the doing part, right? The giving. Let's give our kids as much as we can. The part around the emotions and the feelings, deeper connection that you have with another person, that gets lost because we're so trying so hard to make it, to
Mhm.
give them what we didn't have kind of space, right? And we get lost in that. We get just sucked into that thing and we don't even realize that the other stuff is missing until sometimes it's too late and we don't know how to figure out how to undo it, right? And so we just, oh well, I don't know what to do, and kind of almost like give up, not necessarily a surrender into making something better, but just a give up of I don't know what to do, so I just won't do anything. Just your desire for your kids and what that looks like, and the fact that you are doing what you're doing for them, whether they know that or not, you're doing that for them as much as for yourself, if not more. It's a beautiful thing. We carry like 7 generations in ourselves of all the traumas and things like this. Was you do the healing work and things like that, and getting to know yourself and really becoming more the person that you would prefer to be rather than maybe the one that you've existed in just because that's how you showed up in the world and you didn't know a better way. You heal all of that. So energetically, it changes and ripples down into your kids. Less stuff for them to do, to move through, to be challenged with, to heal from. What you're doing is courageous and very brave. Might not feel like that at sometimes, but I hope you can see that. It's not easy doing what you're doing.
Every day's a new day. So,
And sometimes they're do-over days, right?
I'm trying to go forward, be more positive in my life and my actions and everything goes with it. This negativity doesn't go anywhere. Takes you down a deep hole.
And sometimes we don't even know if when we're in the hole, kind of thing, you know? One of the hardest things for a lot of people to hear is you can't think your way through this. You have
Yeah.
to feel your way. And most of us tend to be thinkers, right? Oh, I have to make sense of this. I want to understand. It's the logical. Well, that doesn't make any sense. It can't be that, right? And we poo-poo everything. And so it's really leaning into not trying to think about this because you can't. It not to say that it's a all feeling. You do the feeling and bring in some of the thinking component, right? So they work together rather than it being one or the other.